Guccifer 2.0, the basics, the continuing story about the DNC hack. The Guccifer 2.0 is a person or a persona stating they were the hackers that hacked into the Democratic National Committee computer network and then leaked the documents to the media. The website WikiLeaks and a conference event. Some of the documents Guccifer 2.0 released to the media appear to be forgeries cobbled together from public information and previous hacks, which had been salted with disinformation. However, it appears we don't actually have any idea what those are. The U.S. intelligence community concluded that some of the genuine leaks that Guccifer 2.0 has said were part of a series of cyber attacks on the DNC were committed by two Russian intelligence groups. This conclusion is based on analysis conducted by various private sector cybersecurity individuals and firms, including CrowdStrike, Fidelis Cybersecurity, Free Eyes, Mandiant, SecureWorks, Threat Connect, Trend Micro, and the security editor for Axis Ares Technical. The Russian government denies involvement in the theft, and Guccifer 2.0 denied links to Russia. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange said the multiple parties had access to the DNC emails and that there was no proof that Russia was behind the attack. According to various cybersecurity firms and U.S. government officials, Guccifer 2.0 is a person that was created, or a persona that was created by Russian intelligence services to cover for their interference in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Here's the problem. The reason why there's so many different agencies that are cited here is because of the fact that the DNC refused to allow the FBI, which at the time was under the at least advisory leadership of a Democratic president, so it seems a little odd. They refused to allow it. Wasserman Schultz brought in outside people to take a look. Many of them, apparently. And I also want to point out that the Podesta group, which this man is involved in, actually was in charge, and it was mostly his emails that did the most damage to Hillary and brought out the fact that Bernie Sanders himself was not allowed to have an election that was free and fair. The DNC actually weighed against Bernie Sanders, so he could not have a free election so that they could get Hillary Clinton to run. I just ask, why are we now able to assume that this is still accurate when we've got Wasserman Schultz, who already we know and dealt with Bernie Sanders unfairly and had to step down. We know Podesta is now actually directly linked to a dossier that they actually paid money that turns out to be fake. And I just have to ask, why is none of this going to be questioned? I think that it makes perfect sense to ask this question now. Was there a hack? Obviously there was. The question is, why were they not allowed? Why was the FBI not allowed to come in and do their job? This is a copy of the letter that Mueller got that gave him the power that he's got. There's three things, and the last two are the ones that give him the power to go where he needs to go, and it was wide latitude that concerned Republicans at the time. Mueller can investigate the Clinton campaign and the DNC now that Manafort is actually part of this, as well as Trump and the Republicans, so he can go either way. If he fails to follow the breadcrumbs, he can be removed later. Since citizens are aware of the possibility, let's see if Mueller cares about his reputation. As we've been told, he does. I say give him a chance, because I do not believe that a Republican or a Democrat, because I think it's on both sides, do not and would not give the next person as much latitude as they gave this man, because they honestly believed they weren't in danger. I think some of them now are scared and are worried. So if I start to see people yelling about him being gone, I'm going to start to wonder, Are they part of the group that were working behind the scenes to actually commit a coup against the United States and get rid of a constitutionally elected president of the United States? I do not know, and I do hope that I'm wrong, but I want to know. This is an actual crime. The ideal that Trump worked with Russia or even Hillary worked with Russia isn't a complete stupid idea because of the fact that both of them were such bad candidates. They damaged themselves far more. And it makes perfect sense that when you've got two very bad candidates, if you keep insisting that one of them can't lose, their side is going to be less motivated to go out and vote, while the other side is going to go out and vote.